Hey guys, it's Bria and welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be doing laundry. Okay, not just laundry, but I'm actually going to go into the national park as well. Super excited. So I haven't been into the national park yet. As you know, I don't have a car, so I'm trying to figure out like how I can get into the park and not have to walk into the park, because it seems like Google Maps is telling me it takes like an hour to do so, and I'm like, what? So I'm trying to figure that out, but my manager is letting me use one of the vehicles here to do laundry. So I'll go do laundry and then go into the park while my clothes are like washing and drying and stuff. So yeah, I have to go get the keys for the car and then I'll be ready to go. Like, I did my makeup today because I woke up and I felt like some kind of way. You know how you kind of like wake up and you're just like, I want to make my face up. And I was feeling that, but then as I was getting dressed, I was like, but I don't feel like 100% committing to this whole dressed up makeup look. So still wearing like a t-shirt and some jeans, but a little bit made up. But anyway, it's kind of cloudy today, but it could be worse. It could be raining. Alright, so I will be right back. The lighting outside is a lot better than inside. I think all of my lights inside are really yellow, and so it just like, it's a bit much. Oh no, it's slightly raining. That's so, the weather here has been so strange. Like yesterday, there was a pretty high chance of rain, and it didn't rain. At least not when I was outside. And today was supposed to be the day with very low chance of rain, and I'm feeling water hitting my face. I'm still going into the park. I don't care. I'm walking into the lodge right now so I can get the keys for the van. So the place that I work at was built in 1910. It's called the Belton Chalet, and I love the look. They've been able to preserve this historical property, and it was built originally by the Great Northern Railroad Company as an attempt to get more people to stay near the park, which was also made into the Glacier National Park around the same time. And they built a couple of lodges, including this one here, around that same time, to encourage people to come to the area, visit the park, and stay in the area, of course. Front desk. Awesome, thank you. They're like rain showers. I'm so upset. Everyone here is really nice, but I feel like I have trouble making friends here because I'm a manager and I'm kind of like housed with all the other like workers on property, and I just feel like there's this line that I'm supposed to toe. It's a little bit more windy than I thought it was going to be today. There's this line I'm supposed to toe between me and them, and it makes it to where like I don't feel like I can like be friends with them. And also I'm very noticeably older than like all of them. I don't know. Alright, so the car right across the street. So just gotta cross the street. It's fine. I think we're good though. Yes. Okay. This little vehicle is for the Red Bus Tour, which is really popular. It's run by Xanterra. I'll definitely take it later because it goes the whole going to the Sun Road once it opens. so that you can kind of sit and enjoy the scenery and not have to drive. All right, so I have no way of actually showing you where I'm going via camera, but just so you know, I am going to the RV park in the West Village here, because that's where we can do laundry. There's a laundromat there, and we get like quarters to do laundry. So I'm gonna go there to do laundry, talk to somebody that's there that I met during orientation, and then we're gonna go into the park. Yeah. In the laundromat, nothing too special. You guys don't need to see me putting my clothes in the wash. That's just weird. But it is a pretty big laundromat, I have to say. Pretty nice view for a laundromat. So the RV park on the west side over here has like some of the best Wi-Fi. I think it's so funny that the RV park has like the better Wi-Fi. And I actually kind of like it over here. Cause like before the Belton opened, the RV park opened, and I came over here and I worked a couple days. And I actually kind of like it. They have a cute gift shop. So recently I've been more upset about not having a car because I'm over here in rural Montana basically. And like I really want to go to the other properties and try to like meet more people, but I don't have a car. So like I know one person over here that like, we like talk and stuff. But it's just a little hard. Like I said earlier, like a lot of the workers at the Belton, like I just feel weird trying to hang out with them because of me being a manager and also being older. Like, I don't know, it just feels, it doesn't feel natural for some reason. And it's possibly just me being weird about it. And also like, again, like, this is the first time I've been a manager, so I don't know like where that line is or how to toe that line between like a manager and like someone who's not a manager. Ross called me the other day because he had a walk-in that was a little bit weird. Apparently they didn't like the room when they came. Hey, so I'm just kind of hanging out here for 30 minutes. It's about 3:28. I'm just hanging out here until my clothes are done in the wash. And then I'll put them in the dryer and then we'll go into the park. So yeah, I'm just hanging out here. I don't know, I just like it here at the RV park. It seems kind of chill. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'll come back and work at the RV park. And it has a little cute little gift shop. I would probably work here and eat all the food. You guys want to hear a story? Story time. Okay, so I think it was the first day I worked here at the RV park. I worked with somebody else and we were cool, having a good time. And we noticed, because I worked the evening shift with her, it was like 2 to 8. And we noticed there was a Tesla that pulled up like at the door. And you're supposed to come, like you're supposed to come in and check in and like get all your information and then pull into like whatever RV spot you have. And we noticed this Tesla pulls up and just keeps going. Like they stop for a second, look, and then keep driving. And we're like, what are they doing? And like, I'm the manager at the Belton, but I'm not the manager here at the RV park, but I still was like manager status. So we noticed they just went and parked in a spot, and we're like, you can't just park in a spot. You have to check in and make sure that you are assigned a spot. It was really weird. And so they just chose a spot and they started like unpacking, and we were just watching them like, are they gonna come back and check in? What are they doing? And so after a while, like some time had passed, and I'm like, dang, I think I have to go like talk to them because they can't just go and pick a spot. We have to check them in and get their card information and make sure like they're in a proper spot, you know? And so I take the golf cart and I go over there, vroom, vroom, vroom. And I realized that they had some wrong information, and like I give them a ride back here so they can actually fully check in. And so everything is good. But then I realized one thing. They didn't have an RV. Like, this is an RV park. And after a while, after that kind of settled, we were talking and I was just like, where are they gonna sleep for the night? They don't have an RV. They just had a Tesla. And I'm just like, this is weird. They have no RV. Like, you can't pop a tent in an RV park. At least here you can't. Like, you can't, you know, have a tent up or anything. This is strictly an RV park for RVs. And so we're trying to figure out, like, where are they gonna sleep, what's going on. And you can't sleep in your car either. Like, that's like against the rules as well. And if someone's pulling up, I got a problem, because I'm not working here today. But yeah, so we called some people and we're like, hey, you know, we have, because none of us, we were new and we didn't know what to do. And so long story short, the manager over everything let them stay and was just like, if they want to sleep in their car, they can. And I think because they had a Tesla, they were just like hooked up their Tesla to our like hookups and just like slept in the Tesla overnight, which is like not a terrible idea, but I'm just like, how cozy was that? I don't know. So I think I made a bad decision timing wise. So it's about 4:03 right now and I'm about to go into the park finally after just like talking and chilling. But I think, if I remember correctly, I think after 4 o'clock you can get into the park without a pass or anything, because I don't think that there are rangers there, which means there might be a lot of people trying to get in right now. So we'll see. I thought there would be a lot of people, but there weren't a lot, and yes, you can get through. I got through pretty easily. It's after 4, so like no one's checking anything. But I just kind of parked at the Apgar Visitor Center just to get this kind of like view real quick. I'm gonna go to the Apgar Village Center, or the village area. So I'm looking for the Apgar Village, and I think I drove past the turn in. I don't really know where I'm going. So I actually want you guys' opinion on something. I was watching this reactor the other day, and he's watching a video that had a lot of copyright-free music, and he made a comment that he would rather hear a voiceover in those moments than just the copyright-free music play for 30 seconds at a time. And I thought that was an interesting take, because I had never heard someone say that before, and I wanted to pose that to you guys. For moments when I'm not saying anything in the video, would you rather hear a voiceover, or is the music okay? You know, just let me know in the comments. I'm curious. So I think I'm just gonna go here, Apgar Village, and then I'm gonna go up to Motel Lake McDonald and see if there's someone there that I know from orientation. He's working up at the Motel Lake McDonald, which is pretty far away from where I am, so I kind of wanted to see if he was there and just say hi. It's really windy and actually kind of chilly.
It's a oh my god!
But it's super pretty and a little bit cloudy. But let me show you what I'm looking at. know if you'll be able to hear me with the water, but the Village Inn is right behind me, which is also owned by Pursuit, I believe. I think Pursuit has the Village Inn. And I'm thinking maybe just work at the Village Inn. I mean, you're in the park, and also like you have this view. And my hair. I do wish it was a bit of a clearer day, because I feel like without the clouds, the mountains would be more prominent, I'm sure, but it's still a really beautiful sight. It's kind of chilly, like I'm a little bit cold, but it's so pretty. Oh my God. And it makes me a little bit sad. So like driving here, I think it's a long way to walk. It's from like the West Village, trying to walk all the way here. That's a long walk. I don't know. I may try it. Ugh. I am gonna try it, but I think it's gonna be a long walk. Even getting from like the entrance to the park here to Apgar Village, I think it's a heck of a walk. So I just went into a store to ask someone about the bear spray, because bear spray is very interesting to me because it's really expensive. Let me try to cross this road real quick. Bear spray, if you buy it, is $49.99. It's like $50 basically. And not unfortunately, I mean, it's fortunate to not need it, like when you don't use it. But most people who are flying into the area, you can't fly with bear spray. Like, so I think the option to rent it is smart. It costs like $9.95 to rent it for the day. And then the guy said, like, I asked the guy at the shop where they rent the bear spray, he was like, yeah, it's $9.95 a day. And then after 3 days, he said it's like 29 something, a flat rate. And I'm like, I don't know about that. But like, if you're only going to be here for 1 or 2 days, then maybe rent the bear spray. But of course, if you're working here seasonally for the summer and you're going to be hiking a lot, you'd be better off just buying a bottle. But apparently it's pretty normal for people to just like leave bear spray with their hotels. So like, I have one in my office that a guest left, and I'm like, I'm just gonna use that because like I'm not gonna buy it. But yeah, so now I'm just gonna go. It's pretty cold. Like, over where I parked, so I parked a bit further away in the village from Lake McDonald, but like when you get close to the lake, it is so cold. And yet there were people talking about jumping off a bridge. Like, I don't do that stuff. I am not a strong swimmer. I am not jumping off no bridge. No, thank you. And so this guy today asked me, he was like, yeah, you're gonna jump off the bridge? And I looked at him and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna. Yeah. And I think I even said, yeah, no. Like, no. He's like, yeah, you should. I'm like, I'm not going to though. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm adventurous in some ways, but not in that way. Like, I'm not risking bodily harm. And the water is terribly cold. It was so cold near that lake. So yeah, now we're gonna go, I'm just gonna go pop into Motel Lake McDonald. I want to see the area, but also I wanted to say hi to somebody who may or may not even be there. It is too pretty out here. I had to pull over really quickly. So this is technically the going to the sun road. I honestly should look up things before I just decide to do stuff, because Motel Lake McDonald and the Lake McDonald Lodge are like 9 miles from the west entrance, and I shouldn't have done that. I'm like really far out and I don't have any cell signal, so I wasn't able to check like where I was. He's probably working today, and I just wanted to come say hi, not realizing how far this was out. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is kind of creepy looking. That's Motel McDonald. Yeah, he's not working today. But I'm gonna go back on the road, on the going to the sun road, because I think the views going toward the West Village are better because you're on the side closest to the lake. Coming here, I was on the opposite side, so I couldn't really see everything, and all the turnoffs were by the lake on the opposite side of the road. So I'm gonna drive back that way and see if I can stop and get some really good pictures. This is really far up here, y'all. Like, the road is so windy, like I feel like I was getting nauseous. So one of the things you'll find out about me is that I don't love to drive. I don't really like driving for a long period of time. And while it probably took me 30 minutes to get here, it felt longer because the road was so winding and narrow. And so that just, I don't know, driving just makes me tired. But yeah, I was just doing all of this while my clothes were getting washed and stuff. Yeah, this trip is just kind of just like, because I hadn't been able to get into the park without a car, so I kind of wanted to at least be able to like get in and see a little bit. Until I'm able to either take the shuttle later or get my car, whichever comes first. It's starting to sprinkle again. I'm trying to get some footage on the way back before it becomes like too like rainy or anything like that. Yeah, it's pretty cold. Probably no colder than it was when I went to Vermont. Oh my God, look at that. Wow. That is so beautiful. I'm in awe of how beautiful it is. What's there to say? I will say that, oh God, almost, oh. I will say though that it is really cold out here. I'm done stopping because it's almost 6 o'clock and I need to go back and get my laundry. I think I'm gonna pick up something to eat too before I head back to my place. So we'll see you in a bit. Okay, I just literally said I wasn't gonna stop again and I got in the car, but I changed my mind because look outside. Okay, I'm gonna just get out real quick. Real quick. Okay, now it's time to try to cross the street again. Ah! I'm back in the West Village and I am just about to grab something from the cafe because your girl is not cooking tonight. I'm quite tired now. I'm just waiting for my food to be ready. I just got super irritated by some people though, and I really should stop acting surprised that people move through the world so like oblivious to other people around them and just with a sense of entitlement that is so strong. It's just like people just are like that sometimes, and I need to stop being somewhat surprised by that people kind of just like have what they want and what they're trying to do in mind and not really caring about anybody else. It's fine. Alright, so I just got back to my room and I'm about to sit here and destroy this food I got from the cafe because unfortunately I have not eaten since like 10:30. It's like after 6:30. I do this too often, and unfortunately it's like not good to not eat. Like, not unfortunately it's not good to not eat, but unfortunately I do this often and it is not good to not eat. I think I had like some oatmeal and avocado toast at like 10:30 and it's 6:30 and I'm just now sitting down to eat, and I had not realized this was happening because I just don't get hungry like that. So yeah, I'm about to sit and eat this food. I hope it's good. I got a really good employee discount, so pretty much everything in the West Village is like is owned by Pursuit, and so like we get a discount on this stuff, and so like I'm hoping it's good. But I got like a sandwich, like it's supposed to be a chicken banh mi. Yeah, we'll see. I got that and loaded fries, and like the chicken banh mi is supposed to be was $15 and the loaded fries was $10, and like I got a pretty good discount. I didn't know the employee discount was gonna help me that much. It ended up being $14 as opposed to like $25. I was like, okay, thanks. But yeah, I'm about to actually eat, and I think that would explain why I have a slight headache. That and I haven't had any water today. I'm terrible. Stop doing this, girl. And after all that walking I did today, no bueno. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have enjoyed it, And if you hate this lighting as much as I do, like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.